G'day, my name's Steve Walters and this is the Contractor's Guide to Rural Fencing. What we're doing today, this is where the rubber hits the road. So we've got an end assembly in, we've run out our barbed wire, and now we've got to set our line. So today I want to talk about a few different ways that we can, or a few different techniques for setting a line and getting a straight line. So on this line we've got a few obstacles. We've got a gully in the middle with a tree near it, so the tree blocks our vision, and we've got a rise or a bit of a ridge in the middle, which means we can't see the other end from this end. So we're going to have to go to that midpoint and work out how to get a straight line. So that's what I want to show you today. So one of the techniques that we use is our high-vis vests that we have in each of the vehicles. I'm just going to wrap that around the post. That'll make seeing this post from the other end a lot easier. Tip number one. So just to make it easier, we've put a high-vis vest on this post as well, and this is the line we're looking at. So we're going up to the midpoint, which is where that ridge is, and see if we can work out a straight line. Okay, so we've just put the high-vis jacket on the second post, and then the wind amped it up a bit and it became very untidy and very noisy. So we're going to head back to the classroom. We're going to have a look at the whiteboard. I'll show you how it's done there, and we'll intersperse that with the actual video from the day. Here we are back at the whiteboard. So I'm going to try and draw this out so I can explain what we were doing out in the field. We have two strainer posts with our nice orange vests on them. If you're on your own, and let's be real, a lot of us now are fencing on our own more and more, we want to be able to set that line straight. So what we've done is we've got our two ends, we have a tree in the road, gully going through here, we've got a ridge up here, so it's a pretty constricted line. So how does it work? We grab two star posts and we take a guess at where we think the middle is. So we're going to put a post here, and then the next step is to put another post in about 10 meters away, and we locate that by backsiding in this direction through to the strainer post. So if we line up the ruler there with the strainer post, we're going to put our second post in there. So then we walk around to the other end and we look in this direction, and we can see that we've missed our end point by a fair way. So the line would head up through this direction. So the next step is we look at how far this is apart. Say we're 20 meters offline, and we're about in the middle, we can move this by 10 meters. Right, so we're going to move this point 10 meters, which will bring us down to, say, here. We're going to move this post then and do the same thing over again. We're going to sight back in this direction, put our second post in, then we're going to come around the other side and we're going to look through this way and see where that points to. So we're getting closer, but we're still not in line. So again, that might be 5 meters now. We'll move 2.5 meters on this end. Now these, just guessing or best guess at how far you need to move. But if you're roughly halfway along the line, then however far off that line is shooting, you go half that distance and you'll get very close to where you need to be. Okay, so now we move this one again. We're going to move into another 2.5 meters. We're going to remove this post. Again, we're looking back along the line to put our post in, and then we again reverse our direction, and now we're looking through this way, and we can see those two line up very nicely with that end assembly. So what we've done now is, just by backsiding both ways, we've moved these two posts onto the line, a straight line between our two end assemblies. So now we can, if we're running a barbed wire or a plain wire as a sight wire, we can move that onto the line and be confident that we've got a dead straight line. What is it? Oh. So what I can do now is not fall down a hole. Walters, and this is the Fencing Contractor's Guide to Fencing.
Is it?
No. I think we're all happy with that.